in the country, decided to take himself on a little hang gliding experience by himself with nobody but an instructor. He went up like 4,000 feet. They launched off the side of a mountain, and his instructor realized he was not attached or like harnessed in to the hang glider. So he spent 2.5 minutes dangling for his life.
The tourist wasn't strapped in.
The tourist was not strapped in.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Run, 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 run.
He spent 2.5 minutes dangling for his life, 4,000 feet above the ground, trying desperately to hold on so he wouldn't plummet to his death. It is an unbelievable video.
It is an unbelievable video. And first, I'd like to address the viewers. Some of you might not have been able to see me because I'm wearing camouflage.
It's just, it's just a floating head.
It's just a floating head, but I am here. So I didn't want anyone to panic or think that part of my body disappeared. You know how he's like blend in, right?
Doesn't excuse how hideous the outfit is, but we'll move on from that.
Okay, let's not go down that road.
Is that stolen valor, by the way? You know, do you think the troops would be very proud of what you're wearing, or
do I think the troops would be proud of the college football camo sweater?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think they'd really care. Do troops care about deer hunters?
Probably a lot of them are.
You think they care if a deer hunter wears camo?
Okay, back to the hang glider.
These are the questions that apparently were now being asked. Anyways, well, this is why I don't go hang gliding. I mean, my life is just simply too valuable to risk dangling 4,000 feet in the air. I mean, my outfits might be ugly, but this mug sure isn't. And so I would like to believe
might have to fact check that one.
If there's even a 1% chance you can fall to your death, you shouldn't do things. This dude, I don't know how he hung on. I don't know how he was able to he tore some muscles, I believe.
He tore like his bicep tendon. I think he might have broken his wrist or something on the fall, like when they were finally landing.
The nice thing about a guy like me is I don't really have bicep muscles, so I wouldn't have torn anything.
No bicep muscles to tear.
I just would have hung there.
That's a little life hack for all you guys out there.
Can't tear muscles you don't have. So yeah, this is just another example of why I don't do extreme sports.
No extreme sports whatsoever. What about hunting? That's pretty extreme.
Yeah, it's extremely badass, but it's not like falling 4,000 feet in the air. You can't really die hunting. I also don't hunt a ton.
We might have to fact check that one too. I think there are a few people probably died from hunting.
What about you? How much money would it cost for you to go hang gliding?
Well, if it was my first time hang gliding, granted I might be a little disoriented if I am in Switzerland. There's like a time change and like people are speaking different languages. But the first
Wait, what language do they speak in Switzerland?
Swedish? Swiss?
Are you sure they don't speak French and English?
Swiss is a language.
I think they speak English and French, but okay.
No, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to fact check that one too. But the first thing you do when you go hang gliding is check to make sure you are strapped in. I mean, this is like basic extreme sports one-on-one. Like, you don't go bungee jumping if your little bungee isn't attached to your ankle. You're not going to go hang gliding unless you are 100% sure that you are strapped in for your life. That's just me.
You should also make sure your will's up to date because there's we saw a good chance you're maybe not coming home.
What about skydiving? Would you ever go skydiving?
I don't know. Maybe in in a badass military movie type situation where I was cast as the leading man in a military movie.
So you do your own stunts.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do my own stunts. You can't be in a movie and not do your own stunts. And they're you're going to parachute in from 30,000 feet and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I would do it then, but just for fun, no, I wouldn't
No,
do it.
absolutely not. No, I'm out on bungee jumping, hang gliding, skydiving.
What about that Red Bull guy who went to the tip of the atmosphere and just jumped out?
What?
Remember that a couple of years ago?
No.
He went up 10 miles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
almost in space.
Yeah, he was right on the edge of the atmosphere and he had a parachute.
Can't you spontaneously combust by re-entering the atmosphere?
So
you can light on fire.
He jumped just under that level, right under it.
Yeah, that's going to be a no for me. A hard no.
The craziest part about that, even crazier than this, is they had it wired so that they could deploy his parachute manually because there's a good chance you pass out during the fall and can't even pull it. And
unsafe.
Once he got up that high, the machine broke, so they could not bring it down, so he had to jump.
This is just a classic example of people, you know what, stay inside. You have phones, you have Netflix, you have a comfortable couch, you have DoorDash or whatever those delivery services are.
Don't you live in an area filled with alligators and rattlesnakes? That's pretty extreme too.
My family does, yeah. And, some have called me a hero. Some have called me brave. I wouldn't go that far, but some have called me that,
Who has ever called you a hero?
People
and/or
have
brave?
said it. People have said it, Just
I would
Google it.
give
Google it.
one example. One example. Look at the camera and give us one example of said bravery.
My family lives in a state where there are alligators and vicious snakes and lots of like extreme heat and hurricanes. Like those are a lot of.
Yeah, you don't live there. Give us one example of you being brave here.
Here, I gotta sit next to you every day, David, and that is the hardest thing of all.
Oh, if you only knew how blessed you truly were. Just blessing after blessing. Just the invisible hand of the puppet master making sure everything goes to plan.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you are?
Hey, hey, a real hero doesn't need thanks. All right. So let us know in the comments what you think about this idiot who decided to almost kill himself hang gliding.
Or this idiot right here. All right. See you guys later.
Hey, man. We're here to talk to you about something that affects millions of men of all ages around the country that can hurt your self-esteem, confidence, and